Smoke detector starts beeping in the middle of the night and Dad's got to get out of bed, stand on that chair, try and unscrew it, take the battery out, and then the next day we forget to put the battery back in. Smoke detectors are there to save lives, and so many of us are frustrated because the battery doesn't last very long. And quite frankly, a lot of us have smoke detectors that maybe don't perform the way they should. Their accuracy rate is not so good. Lots of false alarms. I want to introduce you to Samurai. Samurai is one of our best-selling products here on HSN. This is their world-famous photoelectric smoke detector. Normally, one of these is around $25 to $30. We're going to do two today, plus we're going to throw in the $40 carbon monoxide detector. A lot to talk to you about there, for sure. The special price is $64 and change. It's like buy two, get one. And even, of course, with that special free shipping and handling. Okay, first thing you'll notice, it looks different, right? It's smaller, it's tinier. You don't have to mount this on the ceiling, but you can. You could actually mount this just on the wall if you so desire. This has a 10-year battery. No more thinking about the battery for 10 whole years. And with the advanced photoelectric sensor, which is what a lot of people spend a lot of money on, you get more accuracy. That's so important. Carbon monoxide poisoning is really a problem. There was a news story. I don't want to upset anybody or scare anybody, but it was funny. My mom said to me, did you hear about what happened at that hotel? And there was a carbon monoxide leak, and very sadly, some people passed away from it. It's a serious problem, and if you do not have a carbon monoxide detector in your home, please be with us for the next 10 minutes to understand how this can help save lives. We love this. This is what I've got at home. I was convinced by the man you're about to see, also a great dad, the amazing Joe Harrison, or as I call him, Samurai Joe. Joe, great to see you, my friend. Happy Father's Day, and thank you for bringing us the Samurai package. This is the best bundle we do, right? Because it's the 3-pack.
This is the 3-pack. This is the largest one. This is the easiest way to convert your house into the safest house in the neighborhood, because if you're using this to keep your house safe, the technology that goes in this guy was created back in the 60s. We're talking 60-year-old technology just trying to keep your house safe from smoke and fire and carbon monoxide. But when you end up using this is technology generated or developed in the last decade. It's more modern. It's got that advanced photoelectric sensor. And compared to this one, if I have a hot shower, smoke detector goes off. 2 a.m., smoke detector goes off. I've got to change the batteries every 6 months on here. So you're constantly feeding batteries to this up and down all the time. With this, you have 10 years worth of peace of mind. But that's that photoelectric sensor that's built inside. It knows the difference between heat from your shower and then smoke cuts coming off of your stove. It will give you the true alarm. So when you hear it go off, it is time to get out of the house. So the cool thing about having this is that because it lasts 10 years, you set it today. Today's the year 2022. You don't think about it until the year 2032. With this, I've got to remember to change the batteries every 6 months. But the other thing about this is the U.S. Fire Administration says you're supposed to replace your smoke detector every 10 years. If you can't say you've done that, you need to make sure you're updated today. And the reason why, whether it's this one or this one, in 10 years, they need to be changed because that sensor on the inside, it starts to collect the dust, the dander, the debris that's in the air. And you know what your air filter looks like after a month. Imagine how dirty this is after 10 years. It loses its efficiency. So if you haven't changed your smoke detectors since the year 2020 or 2012, it is time to update it. And there are many sad stories. And for me, my sad one was I was down at HSN. I get a call from my wife. She's telling me, I smell something funny. And I'm like, I'm sure you're just thinking, it's in your mind. She calls 911. The fire trucks are showing up. I'm on the phone with her. Sure enough, there was a melting wire within our wall next to an outlet that she smelled from my smoke detector. Adam, it was less than 15 feet away. Right. It didn't pick it up because it was older than 15 years. At that moment, I learned you need to change them. So this is really a godsend because we're giving you modern technology. We're giving you a refreshed look, but we're also giving you the quickly becoming number one killer is that the carbon monoxide detector. It is a silent killer. You can't smell it, you can't see it, you can't taste it. And a lot of times, Adam, people don't know they have carbon monoxide poisoning until it's days later. Sometimes a lot of people think, oh, I just ate something bad. Right. I'm feeling a little sick. Let Samurai keep your house safe. And Adam, if you want to keep your house up to date for modern code, When these things came out, it used to be one smoke detector for the entire house. As years go by, your codes change. Now the code is you should have a smoke detector in every bedroom of the room of your house. If you don't say you have that, you need to pick this up today. You should also have one in every major living space that's in your house. The carbon monoxide, Adam, you should have one for every floor, but also every 700 feet in your house.
Right.
And Adam, those are only ones for code. I start to think about, well, I've heard about laundry room fires. Happened to my neighbor a few houses down. I'm going to have one of these because I run my dryer over in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Plus, you want to have one in your garage. So many places you can be so proactive and so safe. And Adam, it's such a simple thing. You get this at home, unscrew the back, battery's already installed. It's going to give you 10 years worth of peace of mind right here in the palm of your hand.
It's a non-negotiable for me, and I say that all the time, that you can't negotiate with your safety. You have to make sure that we're up to the minute with it. You know, so many times you buy something and it arrives, and obviously on TV you think, yeah, I need to get that, I should get that, maybe the most important thing we've presented all night long, but you know when it arrives at your door, you're thinking, gee, I've got to install this, how am I going to get it up there on the ceiling, I need to get some tools. I want to show you something. When you get this home, first of all, it comes with 3 of these. These are the 3M sticky discs, right? A 3M disc, you basically unpeel one side, stick it to there, and then unpeel the other side. On a smooth surface, let me show you what you do. You go over to the wall, over this way. You don't need to put it on the ceiling. You can put it right there. As long as it's eye level or above, that's where it can go. So the minute you get this home, you can install this and feel safer. 35,000 sold. 1,000 left. 1,000 left of the best offer that we do, because one of the smoke detectors is normally $25 to $30. So 25, 25, we're at 50 there. The carbon monoxide detector is $40. So, I mean, it really is almost like buy the smoke and virtually get the carbon monoxide for no extra charge. I know we're sharing a lot of information, but we know smoke detectors are vital. I understand the benefits of a 10-year battery, never needing to worry about it for 10 years. I understand how fabulous it is to have better accuracy, less false alarms going off when you're cooking, right? Carbon monoxide poisoning is a really serious issue. One of our really amazing producers here has been at the network for about, probably 25 years. His name is Rick, lovely wife called Nancy, great couple. Rick was telling me a couple months ago when we were presenting these, he said, Adam, we were selling our house, he and Nancy, and the new buyers had the inspector sent in to test everything out. And the inspector said to Rick and Nancy, have you been feeling okay recently? And this is what you're talking about. He said, because I just found a gas leak. Not a major one, but a small gas leak. Well, of course, it just so happens that both Rick and Nancy had been feeling kind of out of sorts. They didn't know there was a gas leak because, just like Joe said, you can't see it, you can't taste it, you don't know it's there. That's why it's called the silent killer. Even if you don't buy this today, promise me you will investigate getting a carbon monoxide detector in your home. You gotta have one. It's so important. The fact that you get it included in this bundle at this price is phenomenal value. I want to thank the team that made this happen with Guy, Ty, and I tonight. This is just such a killer deal for sure. And it's important because these are elements that can help save lives. And what's more important than the value of life? Free shipping, flex pay, $64.99. I want to get a quick update because our team's telling me about 7 minutes or sell out. Whichever happens first. With everyone on the phone line, about 700 now left. So let's dive a little bit deeper. Joe, obviously smoke detectors, as you referred to, haven't changed. And boy, do they gobble up the batteries, right?
They cost so much money year after year. Batteries aren't cheap. They just keep getting more expensive. And these, they're recommending you change the batteries every 6 months, so twice a year. Now, if I had 3 of them, just like I'm getting a 3-pack today, over the course of 10 years, this is what 10 years worth of batteries would look like. And I know it's different for everybody, but this cost me $92 in batteries over the course of 10 years. And what am I feeding that into? I'm feeding it into technology that was designed in the 60s to keep my home safe. There's so much better technology than what goes in these. And that's why with this, with the new advanced photoelectric sensor, it has a 10-year battery that comes with it. You don't have to change it at all. With this one, you're changing the batteries every 6 months. With this, there's a test button that's on there. All you need to do is you hold down that button every 6 months, and it's going to give you 85 decibel alarm. That's it. That's all you have to do. Now, if you heard that, that was a slow sweeping sound. That is the smoke detector, but the carbon monoxide detector is a little bit different. It's a faster sound. So when you hear that, when you hear the smoke detector go off, it's got a slow sweeping sound. So you know you got a couple minutes, get your stuff, and then get out of the house. When you hear that fast beep, you don't have time because you don't know where the carbon monoxide is. You don't know if you're walking through it. You don't know if you're going to a hallway that's where this carbon monoxide is coming from. So you got to get out right away. And the team from Samurai, they did this. So when you hear those alarms in a panic, you can instantly know, okay, there's fire, there's carbon monoxide. What do I have to do? Do I have time to get stuff or do I have to get out right away? And Samurai, by the way, this is all they do. Over the last just 2.5 years here at HSN, we've sold over 500,000 safety items for personal use and for your house here at HSN. This is all the team does, so you're really buying from a reputable brand. But they wanted to make sure that when you get this at home, that we have these hanging on our wall. A lot of times they're yellowing, and a lot of times they're beeping in the middle of the night. A lot of times they don't have batteries because you take it down, you'll get it next week, turns into next month. With this, Samurai said, let's give you one that all you have to do when you get this home, you unscrew it, the battery's already installed. There's a little plastic tab, you pull that tab, so then that starts day one. As soon as you start day one, you now have a year or 10 years to go until you have to replace it. There's even a little sticker on the backside so you can put down the year that you installed it. And then, Adam, every 6 months, we always say it in our house, it's when the time changes, when it springs forward and falls back, all you do, you just hold it down, test it, you know your family's safe, you know your family's secure, and you've got 10 years worth of peace of mind right here for you.
And I think a lot of us appreciate, all of us appreciate that it's smaller, it's more aesthetically pleasing, and you don't need to put it on the ceiling. It's just eye level or above, and it can go on the wall. Remember, in the package, look for this disc, because this is the disc. Obviously, you're going to get 3 discs, and on both sides, you peel off the backing, and that allows you to stick it on the wall. That saves a lot of effort, and it means you can quickly and instantly help protect yourself. We've got to take advantage of the newer technology. I think what happens is, and when Samurai first launched, I remember Joe sharing this with me, there are a lot of companies with this photoelectric sensor technology that's very advanced, but a lot of them are charging upwards of $100 for it. So what happens is you go to the store, you end up not buying it, you just buy the old-fashioned version. When we know this is more accurate, Samurai have broken through those boundaries, brought that new technology to life, but at a fraction of the price. With everybody placing orders, about 450 left now. The reason this is a good deal is because for Father's Day faves with Guy, Ty, and I, they've given us the 2 smoke detectors, normally $25 to $30 here, normally $25 to $30 here. Well, we're at about $60 already. The carbon monoxide detector is another $40. In fact, on hsn.com right now, it's available for $40. So obviously, Joe, this is certainly an upgrade for your home. It's a whole home makeover in terms of better peace of mind, less hassle, less stress, and better quality protection.
You're exactly right. And even if you still have these, if these are less than 10 years old, use them today, use them till they expire, but just add these to your house. You're adding that extra layer of security, the extra layer of peace of mind. And like Adam mentioned, all you need to do is eye level and above. And some of these we have in our house that are on a hanging bookshelf. So as long as it's that eye level and above, you are safe and you are sound. But you're relying on technology developed in the last decade where this was from 60 years ago. And when you start hearing the statistics about it, a lot of us hear the chirping in the middle of the night. A lot of times you get the chirping when you're cooking or you're taking a hot shower, and you just take that battery out. And then that battery comes out, and you're like, I'll just put a new battery in tomorrow. Then it turns into a week from now, turns into a month from now. There was a really bad statistic from the U.S. Fire Administration that says out of home fire deaths, 2 out of 5 of them have smoke detectors that don't have any batteries at all. Because we're always thinking, I'll do it again, and then you forget about it. With Samurai, you have 10 years worth of peace of mind. You don't have to do it. It's maintenance-free security for your house, designed to keep you safer. When you think about what's important to you, it's your family, it's your pets, it's visitors you might have in your house, it's your livelihood. Your house is the safest thing. And what would you rely on? Something from 1960s or something recently developed that has a better sensor, a safer sensor, and can give you that first warning when you need it. And Adam, it's that 85 decibel alarm that when you hear that sound, you know something's bad, Samurai is keeping you safe, and it really has a loud ear-piercing sound. So when you hear it go off, it's time to get out of the house. And this really is the easiest way to get your house finally up to code.
Free shipping and handling if you order it before midnight tonight, if there's any left. And you've got the flex pay. The only thing you need to decide is really how many in a smaller space. Obviously, this is really going to be fantastic. In a larger home, maybe in a 2-story home, you might want to pick up a couple of sets while they're on special. So you don't have to pay multiple shipping and handlings or pay the regular pricing. Remember, this is normally $74 on a good value HSN price, which is a great value. Today for Father's Day faves, a step further, that's for sure. As you can see, we're approaching 37,000 now reserved. I mean, we've had a lot of fun tonight, and we've still got some final surprises. Ty's going to end the day with an amazing This Day Only. But Joe, this isn't a joking matter. It's something that we've all got to be proactive on, because we're all guilty sometimes of feeling frustrated when it's beeping at us in the middle of the night. Sometimes you leave it hanging and you forget to put the battery in.
I know, so many times you see that walking through houses, the battery is open, and it's like, I didn't put the battery in, or it's too high, you can't reach it, I need to get a ladder. With this, whether you have if you have a screwdriver, we give you the screws, you can mount it. If you don't have a screwdriver, you have the adhesive tape, just eye level above, and it keeps you safe, keeps you sound. And when you think about it's that old technology versus the new, these need to be replaced every 10 years, whether you're buying the old stuff or you're buying a brand new Samurai. If you haven't changed yours in the last 10 years, you're living with unsafe smoke detector. The sensor gets clouded, the sensor gets dirty, it loses its efficiency. If you haven't changed them since 2012, you should be on the phone making sure you have the safest possible home, because it just takes a couple seconds to have a house fire and then things get out of hand. This is that first warning to make sure everybody makes it out safely.
You can't afford not to get it, especially when it's on special. Well, Joe, listen, I can't let you go without asking you, of course, do you know any good dad jokes? Because I can't wait to hear a good one.
I've got a ton of them. One of my kids' favorites, all right, what's brown and sticky?
Oh, what's brown and sticky? I don't know. I'm scared to ask.
A stick.
A stick? Joe, is that what you're telling me, a stick? Joe, talk to me. You've got Joe. Joe, you're always freezing up on me. I never know whether you're
dad joke number 2. Yeah.
Joe, we love you. Happy Father's Day, my friend. An amazing
Thanks,
father
Adam.
to Reese and Noah. Thank you, buddy. I'll see you soon.
Sounds good.
Don't forget, something else that Joe's an expert on is computers.